Tell me, sorry, Ronnie, your sport. Tell me a little bit about Michael Yardy. How do you feel about that?
Well, depression cheaply. I understand what Ronnie's saying. Jeff Boycott can be quite harsh. But a cricketer playing at a top level in a World Cup and he's depressed. Go into a care home like I did last Sunday to see my 87-year-old mother and all the people round there that have got all those kind of Alzheimer's and depression, or you've got people around the country that are losing their jobs at the moment. You know, swimming pools are being closed down, libraries are being closed down, workers are being laid off, building sites are shut in. And people, a cricketer is talking about depression. Get on with it.
Ronnie,
get on with it.
Is Jeffrey too old hat?
Yeah, I think
doesn't understand
quite thoughtless, to be honest, and so is Rob Shepherd, to be fair. I mean, have you ever struggled with depression, Rob? Do you know what it's like? Have you been in the company of people who are depressed?
Yeah, I just explained that. I just explained that.
Is it nice?
Well, it's not nice. Real depression. This is
no
fake.
Sympathy at all. This is fake, is it?
This is, to me, is a guy that can't play well enough for what he's doing, and he's running away. He's hiding.
Absolute rubbish, Rob. That's the biggest load of tosh I've ever heard you say.
Well, I'm sorry. You can't. You talk to me about depression.
You know what? It takes a real man to stand up and say, "I've got a problem here," and that's what Mike Yardy's done. And you're just bagging him for that.
I'm not bagging him for it, but he's hiding behind something that people...
He's not hiding behind anything, Rob. He's come out and he said, I've got a problem. I need help.
Well, okay.
It takes a real man to do that.
Well, okay, maybe...
I think you should be more sympathetic.
Well, maybe I should be more sympathetic, Ronnie. But what I'm saying is, you've got highly paid professional sportsmen, that are using the depression word...
What's money got to do with it?
The depression word far too cheaply. You live on the dole for 6 weeks, and then you define what depression is, when you can't afford your electricity. And there's people up and down this country now.
I'm not arguing against that.
Well, there you go.
If I'm being dead honest here, by the way, my voice is terrible this morning, so I apologise. But can I just put my cards on the table here, Ronnie? If I'm being dead honest, I don't understand the illness of depression.
No, you don't. If you don't, then fine.
But I understand where Rob's coming from. Depression, I know you look at me
go and visit a care home this week.
The mortgage,
I don't need to. I've done it
problems
many
with
times.
your children, or problems with your missus, or problems with yourself.
If somebody's ill,
that is a problem. That's an illness. You're like, God, what am I going to do? So I don't understand it.
Speak to Marcus Trescothic about it. At the world at his feet.
Ronnie,
as much money as Rob would want.
I am being honest here.
Who said I wanted money?
I don't understand it personally. And I understand where Rob's coming from.
Well, listen, I thought it's very unsympathetic, both of you. No,
being honest, I don't understand it personally.
That's what Yardy's been on. Yeah,
and you. Listen, I've got to say, listen, sorry, I apologise for my voice. My voice is terrible today. But I apologise. Should I apologise for what Rob Shepherd said? And this is very interesting. Rob basically was saying that people who are depressive are weak, right? In a way, and I'm going to get slaughtered for this, but in a way, people keep telling me it's an illness. And we spoke to psychologist Mr. Cohn yesterday, and he said, no, it's an illness.
Yeah.
I don't know, Ronnie, I'm old school, and I am not arguing with a professor, right? And I'm not arguing with Mr. Michael Yardy, I'm not. But sometimes in life, I swear to you, mate, in my opinion, you roll your sleeves up. Stan Collins will be on the phone in a minute. You know what you're talking about. Sometimes you have to roll your sleeves up. When you're in big trouble, and when you're down and everything's going against you, sometimes you have to roll your sleeves up, mate, and say, all right, I'll show you. And it's not instant, but you come back. If it's an illness, fine, it is. If it is, I don't know about it.
I mean, that's showing strength, but also, too, Alan, there's a strength of character by admitting that you've got an illness, that you've got a problem. And for me, I'm very sympathetic towards it. By the way, I played against Michael Yardy, and let me tell you, on the field of play,
that's got nothing to do with it.
He's a tough character.
Nothing to do with it.
He's a tough character.
Nothing to do with it.
And unfortunately, a mountain illness has struck him down. And for me,
so if I'm a bit fed up in India, I don't like the food. I feel. Ronnie.
It's not about the food. He's not complaining about the food because it's not.
You said yesterday.
He's been away from home.
Josh Sharp. You said yesterday that
he's not complaining about the food.
If it was Florida or if it was somewhere else, he might not be.
I never said anything like Florida. I never mentioned that yesterday.
All right.
No, I think that's a little bit ignorant towards depression.
All right, I'm making things up.
Yeah, I think it's ignorant towards depression.
No,
it really is.
What I'm saying is, if it's an illness, I'm sorry, but I've been a bit down in my life. you roll your sleeves up and get on with it.
That's you. This is Michael Yardy.
Oh, so
Everybody's different. Absolutely. All
so
day
someone
long.
doesn't want to get out of bed in the morning and go to work.
What's that got to do with Michael Yardy and his illness?
No. You said that's
Nothing at all.
me. You said that's you compared to Michael Yardy. If someone doesn't want to get out of bed in the morning, I don't like my job. I'm not going to work. Then that's okay, is it? Because that's them. Someone gets out of bed and said, I'm getting underpaid.
I don't really understand where you're coming from.
Well, I do. Who gets out of bed and said, I'm getting underpaid, but I'm going to go and earn a few quid because I need a few quid. That's the comparison.
You get someone out of bed?
I'm not being
Very
sarcastic.
sensitive, Alan.
Roll your sleeves up when things are tough. God.
Well done, Alan.